ATP Madrid. Good to have you all back. Great to have everyone, all the tennis fans, in here. So, just wanted to get to the Madrid bracket. I know there's still currently a final to be played with Baez, and he'll be playing TFO in Estoril in Portugal. TFO was saying you need to buy new legs, so I think Baez, even though he was paying $17 to 1 to win the bracket, which I luckily had, I think he'll take it actually. Baez played well against Ramos, especially in the final set, showing that he has the strength, and TFO has had in four 3-set matches as well. So I think also we see Bodic playing the final. I think Bodic will get there against Rune. I think Rune, a bit smaller guy, Bodic might just have more power across the court. But getting into Madrid, boy, we have a blockbuster. We can already see Djokovic, the big names, team. We've got Rafa. But we're just going to go draw bracket. I believe it's 64, this one. So we'll see how we go down here. So I'll go... I think Monfils will take this one. I'm not quite sure of his first name. For some reason. Not letting me load in. See how we go again. Here we are. I'll go for Monfils against Valero. I think it was also meant to be a Spanish person as well, a 20-year-old. I'm not quite sure where he went, so I'll be going for Monfils here. I think Team, coming back from a injury, he looked alright. I mean, he actually said he felt it in the third set when he was coming back against Millman, although he didn't quite get it, but he felt the new forehand coming through, and I think it might be just enough for Murray. Murray just pushes the ball around. I don't really like Murray going through at least far here. I think Shapovalov can do the job on clay. Hurkacz will take the qualifier. And I think Fokina is just the more informed, even though Fokina can go missing in the tournaments. I think Fokina, he's been a name on clay that's been discussed in the last few weeks, and Harris, well, he hasn't been discussed since 2021. So we'll move swiftly on from there. Goric hasn't been in the best form either, but look, it's a Canadian. Looks like a wild card. I'm not sure how he's gotten in a draw. Never heard of him, to be honest. I think Coric will just do the job safely here. Going into Kekmanovic Bublik. Kekmanovic just got knocked out against Bodic in the semi-final of the Open in Munich. So I know Bublik's done well in the last few tournaments, but I think Kekmanovic just has the strength to pull through here. That would be a great second round matchup. I think Karatsev, look, everyone's sort of not liking him at the moment, but he had made a final in, what did he win? I can't remember the clay tournament last year. So I'm going to take Karatsev here. And we'll go Bodic versus Corona Busta. Bodic's playing the final. More than likely, it seems like he might withdraw from Madrid. So I'm going to say Corona Busta here. I think Nori, he's not a clay quarter, but he'll beat a qualifier. Although qualifiers are very good. We've got even Massetti fighting for a spot here, which is great to see, a great qualification draw. Just messes up our brackets a bit, but that's all right. I think Kranavik will take Isner. I think the Serb's just playing with a bit more purpose. Isner's getting older. I know he is, I think he served like over 100 aces in Houston or something when I think he got to the final against Opelka and lost it. But I think Kranavik may just have a bit more here. Happy to go there. And I know Fognini will probably be, I think he's the favourite, $1.40 to $3, but I think Basil will take it through just because the mentality. I think Basil has a bit of stronger mentality. Fognini we all know, can be a bit everywhere. Either way, if Fognini gets to the second round against Alcaraz, I'd be a bit worried for Alcaraz. If Fognini decides to switch on like he does against, Rafa, players like that. Fognini can be a bit of a bogey player for a few players. We'll just go through down to Sonego. Draper does have a great serve, but I think Sonego just might be better on clay. He might have a few Italian fans, I'm sure more than Draper. Although in saying that, TFO had an extraordinary amount of fans against Quarter. They're both Americans, but Portugal just love the way he's playing. So it proves that if you're not a home crowd favourite, you can still be a bit of a favourite, even if you're playing someone that's from Europe. So we'll see. Keep an eye on that match. Might be a good one to watch. Maybe a 3-setter. Delbonis versus Evans. Delbonis is a clay player. I think he might just have enough here. Actually, I should also have improved the setup. Got a new Blue Yeti mic, which I picked up from Facebook. Very handy. From Nice Man. Bit of a bargain. $75. So very nice here. Hopefully the audio quality is better for you guys at home. Now we see Brooksby are good. Now this is, I'm pretty sure last time they played Brooksby before him, but this is that was on hardcourt. This is on clay in Spain. I'm happy to go good here. I don't think Brooksby is really thinking about clay. This is his first match on clay, and I don't know if he has a great record. RBA is safe. He hasn't been in great form, but he's safe here. And I don't want to be, boring Pat, but I think I'd like to win this bracket. So I'm just going to think smart. Can't always go for the outrageous picks. Saying that Schwartzman should beat the qualifier, I'll put Dimmy through the qualifier. I'm just not sure who the qualifiers are at this point. And this is I'll put Kachanov through. I just want to touch on there was a big debate with the with the wild cards to this event. People like Verdasco, Taberna pulling out. Not pulling out, but not getting an entry into a tournament like this. I think Verdasco. I was listening to Game to Love's podcast the other day, today, and they said that Verdasco played something like 14 Madrid tournaments, and Taberna's up-and-coming Spaniard doing very well in the challenges, and to give someone like Pui, who lost against Emilios Nava in straight sets and really hasn't been in that great of form, I think there needs to be some sort of review there by the ATP in the Matua tournament. But anyway, we'll carry on. I think similar to why I put Bodycat, I think TFO just doesn't have the legs that. Garen, even though he's not in form, he is a good play quarter, so I'm happy to put him through here. I'm happy to put Alex through here. He's proving well on clay, even though it'll be against a Spaniard. Demon has a very strong mentality, so I don't think he should be too swayed by not being the home crowd favourite. Happy to put Sinha through here. Paul might win a tiebreaker, but I'm happy to put Sinha here. Probably better shot making and better mentality. I think quarter might be a bit tired because it was a huge match. It's like a 3-hour match, I think, against Quarter and TFO in the semi-final at Estoril. I think Quarter it was up 6-2, 5-2, or 6-3, 5-2, or something like that. Reminded me of Tsitsipas Schwartzman, who I think we might even see again from the Monte Carlo, I think, quarterfinal it was. So we'll go for Opelka here, because I just think Quarter doesn't have a lot of free points here, and the match is probably going to go, a long 2-setter or 3 sets. So I think Opelka, even though he might not be great on play, he's won Houston, so we'll give him a shot here. And we're going to go for Ivashka to beat the qualifier. I'm going to go for Cilic here. I know Ramos Manolis can be Mr. Hit and miss. I think Cilic just might have a bit of a record here. Keep an eye on Cilic Zverev popcorn match. So we'll go back to the round 2. I think Djokovic doesn't have too many tough matches coming up. I'm going to go for Shapovalov. I think he's just a bit more of a youth, a bit more of an impact. Team just might not have it in him. Shapovalov doesn't mind too much about the crowd. He usually riles up some support anyway. I know Fokina has a good record against Hurkacz, so I'm happy to go here. Continue the Fokina train. We're going to go for Ruud against Koric, pretty straightforward. Nadal Kekmanovic. This is going to be huge. I think If Kekmanovic can just play consistently like he has and maybe tire out Rafa, then that should really have a great impact here. But the way I saw Kekmanovic play against Bodic in the semi-finals yesterday, just you can't do that against Rafa. You're going to be punished for it. And this will be Rafa's first match. He's fresh. It's not always great for Rafa to have as a first match because he may just need to get into things a little bit. But I think he might struggle here. So I'm going to go for Rafa. Karatsev, I think he'll just do a bit more with the ball here. Kronabusta tends to push it around a bit more, but Karatsev should finish. I know Karatsev will probably have more unforced errors in the match, but I think it will be enough to take a win here. So I'm happy to put Karatsev through, and we'll finally see the Rafa Karatsev. Boy, that'll be a great match. Potentially a watch-along too, depending on the timing. So right now we'll have Nori Kranavik. I think this is where Kranavik might just push out here. I'm happy to put Nori through here. And we'll move to Basilashvili versus Alcaraz. Look, whoever wins, I think this will be a good match either way. Fognini, Basilashvili versus Alcaraz. But I can't see Alcaraz losing his first match. I know Alcaraz did lose against Rafa, 6-1, 6-1 or 6-1, 6-2 last year against Rafa. But look, Alcaraz a year ago, as I said in my Rise of Alcaraz video, was 100 ranks higher. And Rafa has been in the top 10 for the last 17 years, we found out this week. I'm happy to go through. I'm going to put Rublev through. He won Belgrade. I think he's going to continue his good form. And I'm happy to put RBA through again. I think I can't see Debanovic being Brooksby. So it'll be either the winner of the first match or probably be the winner of the second match as well. I'm happy to put Schwartzman through again. Dimitrov can be a bit inconsistent, disappear a bit in tournaments. So I'm happy to put Schwartzman through here. And I think I have Tsitsipas in my final as well. Who I'm going to go very strongly here. Kikachinov, he's obviously a great player, top 30, top 20 at times. And I just don't know if he can do the job. Now, Felix is just in horrible form. Garen, he's won tournaments on clay. He's won big tournaments. I think he'll do the job here. He just needs to have a strong mentality. If he can get through TFO, who can be a difficult player to win mentality, you saw the momentum swing that happened with the TFO quarter match. And TFO wins a lot of three-setters. He has the momentum. I think it should cut through here. I think, so I'm going to go Garen. Now, two of my favourite players, Demonor, Sinha. Sinha has a good record against Demonor. I think it's 3-0. I think he'll extend it. So, unfortunately, the only Aussie is out in the second round. At least he's through the first round. And, I think Sinha will do well here. Opelka versus Ivashka. I think Opelka will just continue the freebies of serves. And I think this will be the first major upset here. Cilic has also been a bit of a bogey player as Zverev. If Zverev doesn't win in the previous matches, if Zverev still wins, I think Cilic has held the handicap for all of the matches. And considering the form Zverev's been in, despite winning last year in Madrid, I think Cilic is going to take him out here. I don't know how much gas he has as a 33 or 34-year-old to win the tournament, but I think that's going to be the round 2 picks done. We're going to go for Djokovic again. I think he has relatively easy matchup up to, I'll put Ruud through. I really did not like the way Ruud played against, was it Rune in the last match? Let me just look up. Casper Ruud. I know he got knocked out by Bodic. I really didn't like how Ruud played there. So I'm going to stay for Djokovic down here. I know we're getting a bit of ahead of ourselves. This will be a great match to watch. There's going to be a few great watch-alongs here. I'm going to put Rafa through again. Ratsev might just, he might get a couple of rounds. Let's see how we go. Now the Nottingham Nadal versus the Junior Nadal, but I know he doesn't like to be called that. I don't think Nori's won a set against Alcaraz in the 2 matches they played, so it should be relatively simple here. Although Alcaraz he can lose sets to people such as Kwon. I think he lost 6-2, got broken 2 times there. But I think Alcaraz in Madrid, I don't think the crowd and the atmosphere and the occasion will come to him there. I don't think it'll pressurize him at all. Going to Rublev, Bautista Agut. I think Rublev just might have a bit more in him here. Bautista Agut might sort of get gassed out after playing a lefty. I think Rublev, with a bye, especially a bye in the first round, he shouldn't have an issue getting past Sonego, and we'd like to see Rublev in the quarters probably. So we're going to go to Schwartzman Tsitsipas. Another popcorn match. They just played in Monte Carlo, and Tsitsipas was winning 6-2 or 6-3, 6-2. Sorry, 6-3, 5-2. And then lost the set. And then Schwartzman was up like 4-love in the final set. And Tsitsipas won 6-4. But I think Tsitsipas still has... he should have finished it in 2 sets. And I think he will continue to do so. Tsitsipas has a much more likely chance of beating Kikachinov than Schwartzman does Dimitrov. Either way, I think Tsitsipas comes out on top here. Going down to Garen Sinha. Although Garen may be FAA, I think Sinha might just come through here. Both they play some great tennis, but I think Sinha might just be the level ahead. I'm unsure of his physicality. I know Sinha's withdrawn from maybe 1 or 2 tournaments and just not performed to his fullest recently, just based on injury. But I think he should be back after missing a few mini tournaments in the last 1 or 2 weeks. Look, I think the way Opelka's going to win is just free serves. I think Cilic might be a bit tired after these 2 matches. Runs for goals, he'll probably call the 3-setter. They'll both probably go over the game's total. So I'm happy to put Opelka through here. So moving into the quarters. I've already put Djokovic here. I've already stated my reasoning, so we'll go through to Nadal Alcaraz. It's great to see them play again. I think this will be the 3rd time, as I mentioned. Rafa, did him in 2 sets last year in Madrid. Alcaraz took a set off in Miami for Indian Wells. I think it was Miami since Alcaraz. No, it would have been Indian Wells since Alcaraz got knocked out. So I think Rafa just might do it here. I think the crowd will still be with Rafa, although once again another great match watch along. We're going to Rublev Tsitsipas, which I know they have 4 wins apiece. I think Tsitsipas has 2-1 on clay, and I'm happy to see him go through here. I'm not too worried. I know Tsitsipas can be a bit worried against the crowd, but he hasn't come across a Spanish player yet. So I'm happy to go through here. Sinha Opelka. Sinha has a good serve, and so I wouldn't think Opelka can win here. Especially on clay, I think Sinha just might be able to do enough here. Even if Opelka comes through, I think Sinha can still hit through it and do something here. So it'd be great to see him get to the semis. So we've got Rafa Djokovic. Now, obviously this is going to be their 59th time playing. I think it's 30-28 at the moment I think it's to Rafa. I can't, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'd be very keen to see the 59th time here. I think Djokovic versus Nadal. I think Rafa's going to take it here in Spain. Djokovic is still questioning his match fitness. I know he may not have a tough match until Rude, but I think Djokovic will probably not. I think Rafa's going to go through here into the final. Now we've got Tsitsipas Sinha. They've played a couple of times. I think Sinha's won once in Rome a couple of years back, but I think Tsitsipas might just be in the rhythm here. Sinha has been my favourite player, but questions about his physicality too do force me to go for Tsitsipas here. Although, look, once again, another popcorn match. Going to the final, Rafa versus Tsitsipas. It's going to be Rafa, doesn't it? We're going to see Rafa do it again in Madrid. I think he's won a few times now. It's going to be great to see him back. With the Madrid crowd, this will be the first Spanish player Tsitsipas will play in the draw, according to my bracket. And I can't see Tsitsipas winning against Rafa. I know he did a big 5-setter in the French Open and won from 2 sets to love down, but that was in France. This is in Spain. I think Rafa can do it here. So just going to go through the number of aces. Rafa doesn't tend to serve too many aces. I'll just say 3. Number of minutes in the championship match. It'll go for, let's say, 152. Alright, so that's it for the bracket today. Hope you guys have enjoyed.